Previously on Coupled with Chaos personal podcast.
My jaw hurts in the morning, but it's better than my ribs hurting from you elbowing me.
You say that, but I was so gentle.
Bull crap.
I rubbed your arm and you went, like I was just rubbing your arm to rub your arm.
Yeah,
so
whatever.
I'm like, well, I got to do something different because he doesn't get that he's snoring. So I'll say,
You used to kick.
I'll touch your arm and I'll go, honey, you're snoring. And you go, no, I'm not.
I say that. Well,
Yes,
that's
you are.
That's
No,
still
I'm not.
a joke.
Oh my gosh.
That's me. At least, even in my sleep, I'm still trying to make you laugh. I want you to know that I know, obviously, I must be, right?
And I go, yes, you are.
Because
no, I'm not.
I would say that. So even in the dead of my sleep, I'm still trying to make you laugh.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Coupled with Chaos.
So there's a tornado?
Yeah, there's a tornado in something.
Not in the
small,
neighborhood.
Yeah, some small little, I don't know if it's a section of a nearby town or...
Don't we
I
have
never heard of it,
sirens
but-
or something that go off when that happens?
Yeah, if it happens here.
High wind siren is what it is.
I did see that there was a tornado watch until 10, but when I went to our forecast, it wasn't listed, so I don't think it's our neighborhood. It's going to be probably North Fort Worth.
I would say if you don't hear us, then something happened, but I have no way to edit this because this is not actually live. So people aren't listening to us in real time.
Yeah, so if it just doesn't ever get published,
This will be
then
it.
you'll just be guessing. But it'll be because
Podcasters die in separate sides of the house during a tornado. Bad tornadoes up in Missouri. St. Louis, it looked like. That was real bad.
the diva electrocuted in bathtub
Yes,
during storm.
Yes, that's what it is. That'll happen. So you'll hear the
there's
dogs. If the dogs are barking, it's because
it's thundering.
they used to be scared of the thunder. They've changed their approach now, and now they're aggressive at the thunder is what they're doing.
Now, to be
Scare
fair,
it.
Pepper is aggressive at the thunder. She is ready to eat whatever's making this invasive noise that's about to attack the house.
Going to defend the house against
That
the
is
thunder.
exactly what she is
That's
doing.
good. She
Now
could-
she riles up the others because she barks quite aggressively at the doors and windows.
And they come
when it
and they go.
thunders.
It's time to
But
go.
they go, but the other two are like shaking and scared.
One can't hear.
Last week, Helen got under the sofa table between my knees while it was thundering. And Cookie, she gets real scared and clings to me. And so last week I had to give them all calming chews to tone them down a little bit because Pepper was freaking out.
I need adult calming chews. This would be like Amy Slatton is what I would need. That would be good. I keep them in the vehicle with me just in case I need them. It just lets them lose whatever. I think whatever you got going on, just let you separate yourself from your problems for a little bit. For you, it's the Dallas Stars, right? Go
Oh my
Stars.
gosh. Go
So-
Stars.
Normally, we'll record our personal podcast on Saturday. Maybe I'll edit it in the evening, put it out Sunday morning. Here we are Sunday evening, and we had not recorded yet because it was game
was a playoff
6.
game.
Game 6.
Yeah. Very crucial game. And
You-
it was awesome and nail-biting and great all the way to the overtime.
I think with something like that, and I think it could matter. People have their own things that they get lost in. We all have our own issues, our own problems, our own things that are going on. I think whatever it is, the ability to lose yourself into something, sometimes for a couple of hours,
That was so fun.
it just takes it's a different kind of pressure, but it just takes the pressure off.
Yeah.
I mean, your problems are still there when it's over, but
Yeah.
to be
It
able
actually
to
gives me anxiety.
you're right.
I have to eat a large bowl of popcorn, and if I'm at the game, I have to be like crunching a bag of roasted nuts because I stress eat when the game is like this.
We even have, it appears now to have a routine where the playoff game starts, and in between periods 1 and 2, I would pop up popcorn. And at this point, I didn't do it between 1 and 2.
Yeah, and I was flipping out because I was stressed.
We were separated, and you came into the room at period 2 from watching it in the other room, and like, where's the popcorn?
I'm like, where's the popcorn? Guys, I'm stressed out. I'm having heart palpitations. I can't breathe. I feel lack of oxygen happening.
I'll do this between periods 2 and 3, and then it went overtime on top of that. Mm-hmm. And the Stars win, springs them to the third round against Edmonton. And it appears, because we're recording this in the middle of the third period of the Toronto-Florida game, that Edmonton will be the only Canadian team left. It's who Dallas played last year and lost to. This is not a hockey podcast.
That's not good.
But I think what we talk about is just getting yourself lost in something. I think many people will read. You know, I think if you're inside of a book or whatever, it could be a television show.
Oh, yeah, I love that too.
I think whatever you're doing, the ability to just separate for a bit, it's a good release for anybody.
Yeah. I used to enjoy reading, but, you know, my eyes are not what they used to be, and it makes me very tired to read now. I do enjoy books, though. I just have to read for shorter periods.
Although you like the paper version, I have to say to read on my tablet, the text is bigger, and I find that you can adjust it, and maybe you may find it a little easier.
I've tried that, and I am reading a library book that my rheumatologist wanted me to read that way, so I don't have to buy it. But I don't prefer it. I like a physical book.
I would say
something comforting about holding a book.
I get it, but if you can't read because it hurts your eyes and the text size, then you got to do something. Or you just turn into a hockey fan.
Yeah, so I just can't read for as long as I used to. I remember I used to get in the bath when I was younger at night and read a book and just keep adding hot water, and it might be 3:00 in the morning and everybody's asleep and I'm still reading a book because I just couldn't put it down and had to finish it.
Yeah.
Those days are over.
I would say I've read two books in the last month, which for me it's good. I don't know that either of them were good, but I
can forget reading till 3 a.m. because I can't stay awake past 3 p.m. without a nap.
So I've been doing that, and I think for me it's just been not trying to just continuously work because I'm so busy at this point.
Yeah, you're getting into that habit.
That I could have. Mm-hmm. I'm playing soccer now. I think that's really a good release because you're really out of it at that point. You're not thinking of anything.
But ending this week.
Yes, I have 2 more games.
And what you are finding is that it does make you think about soccer all week because of your soreness.
Yeah, this is something. It's because I hadn't played. I hadn't played in, I think, a year and a half. I don't know. It could have been 2 years. I don't know. But
and then they skip so many games for injuries and not enough people and wet field and whatever. And now you're playing all the games in a big bundle.
Yeah.
And so
which is good for old people. Right.
No.
I've escaped a major injury, although something's wrong with my butt. On the outside, not on the inside.
Switching butt cheeks as you sat in the chair, I noticed.
That's what happens. Something's wrong back there. And so I've got a game tomorrow, but there's some rain coming, so maybe that one will get canceled. We are, if there was a position under last, we would hold it. By far, we are the worst team.
But you said you had a lot of fun this
doesn't bother me. I think there's only been like one little, 2 dudes arguing, why didn't you this, why didn't you do that kind of thing. Other than that, it's been like event-free. We've had
drama-free.
Not enough people to play. It's been where you have to play the whole game, and at 54, that's not probably encouraged, and I don't just stand around. It's nice because after the game, people come and go, wow, you really hustle. And I guess that's, it just means I'll be more sore. I see somebody running, and I got to go catch them. And it's great because I can. It's neat that I'm, of the over 50s, I've found very few people that I couldn't just chase and run down.
Well, that's great because I barely move anymore. And I am actually clinically overweight for the first time in my entire life. And I am not happy about it.
Oh, well. And you can't play soccer.
Correct.
Well,
I can't do anything.
You know what Julia says?
I am falling apart.
Julia says, we'll revert back to 90 day. Weight is lost in the kitchen. Yes, it's not that. That's not what Julia says. You're good. You lose weight in the kitchen. That's where you lose it.
Okay.
We are losing every soccer game. That's what we've almost, to be honest though, we almost tied one game. They do let you tie in that sport because there's so few goals. We almost tied one. Other than that, we're losing by 6 to 7 goals each game. So it's not, it's not the best thing,
Our son surprisingly came home with a certificate that said he was the student of the week.
I don't know what happened there. I have no concept.
Student of the week at his high school. Like, wow. Okay. How did that happen?
He has a hard time. He would have a hard time winning, like, child of the house.
Right. And he's the only one in it.
He's the only one here. He was supposed to do something yesterday, and we'll get into that maybe later, or what yesterday was. But his, I think he kind of jokes of, I'll get to it. I'll do it before I go to bed.
He's the ultimate procrastinator. So and very well he's going to fall asleep and not do it.
I got up this morning, and what was supposed to be done was not done. So I just went in his room and took the power cord to his gaming system. Didn't say anything.
Because he was asleep.
Right. Now, when we returned this afternoon, he even in the morning, he got up and did these things quickly. Right?
Yeah, because what had I told him would happen?
Well, you said you pour ice water, and I said, let's not pour ice water on the boy.
Yeah, I wasn't actually, but that's what I told him the consequence was going to be.
Right.
While we were eating dinner yesterday.
And so, before we left this morning, everything was done. Do you think everything was done because he noticed his power cord was gone?
No.
You don't think so?
No, because he got up and went, oh, crap, Mom's going to pour ice water on me because I fell asleep and didn't put my clothes away.
You really think that was it?
Yes. He knows I don't play. I don't generally say things I don't mean, so he fully expected I would follow. He fully expected I would follow through.
So I think what happened is he noticed the power cord was gone because it would always be on, right?
Well, I also suspect that all the clothes aren't put away. I, from past experience, fully expect to find stuff on the floor of the closet.
Oh. Duped.
Because that's what he does.
I've been duped.
Yeah.
Well, sorry about that.
Yes, a room inspection is always required before clearing a consequence for not putting clothes away. Now, let's be clear. This was 3 loads of laundry from the entire week.
Well, to be fair, if he's just getting dressed out of those loads, then it's not 3 full loads. It's probably down to 2.
It was still so much that I had to consolidate it into the giant laundry basket that I carry towels in.
The boy.
So,
but he's student of the week. I don't know what they judge him on. We should get a vote in this.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Student of the week, and guess what? He doesn't know why he's student of the week.
Right.
So, there's that.
Right. Neither do we.
The bar at this school is pretty
We're proud
low.
of him. He has done it. I think we're probably harder on him, like just personally, right? I think we give him the business more than the others.
Well, the thing is, he's so dizzy-brained that it's easy to tease him.
Right. But we tease him about it. We all joke about it.
Yeah, we're just teasing. But he is pretty scatterbrained. He really doesn't have it together. It's just that it's a good thing they have low expectations of students because it makes it easy for him to meet the criteria.
Well, you know what it is he is still
shine.
Well behaved.
Yes, and courteous.
Maybe that's it. Maybe it stands out.
And very likable.
He's a good person. That matters,
Yes.
right? It does matter.
He's a good person.
All right, then.
He's helpful.
It's like me,
and he is sociable, unlike you.
I'm very sociable.
He enjoys being sociable.
This has been my worst week.
I'm telling you that when you pick him up, it's like there's no one who doesn't know him that isn't fist bumping, high fiving, something on the way out. Everyone talks to him. Everyone knows him.
People would punch me.
I mean, he's sitting on the curb waiting for me to pick him up on Welch, and kids are riding past from the school on their bikes or walking or driving by, and everybody's waving and stopping to talk to him and shaking hands. Everybody knows him.
Well, I'm pretty.
He's like the school drug dealer, except
without the drugs.
He's without the drugs.
That's probably better. I don't know.
No, really, he's a good kid, but
I'm going to check my statin medication and make sure it's still here.
He's a kid who, I don't know how to describe it. I would say if you don't give him high expectations, then he won't perform to his potential. Because he's going to do enough to get by.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Fully capable, but kind of on the lazy side.
Maybe it's a whole generation. We're not sure. We're down to one.
I do love him tremendously, but I have probably spoiled him more than all the kids because he's been easy.
Yeah, I think
because he's good.
Yeah, if all he doesn't do is put some clothes away and clean his room, it's not. It's not the worst thing in the world.
No.
To us, right? It's tragic because it's the worst thing that he does.
Because it's the only thing we ask him to do.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the truth.
Yeah. But I
think the only thing.
Kids that age are in more trouble.
There's nothing else.
He's not in trouble.
Our kids did not grow up having chores to do. None of them. Zero. At one point, we had one kid who fed the dogs. We tried it with the second one, and that was
the dogs got
abysmal.
Skinny.
Yeah. So I had to take that over.
And
then we didn't even try this time because he barely notices we have dogs.
Right. So, we need to keep them alive, or he would just feed them enough for 3 days all at once.
And
that would be what would happen.
It's not an understatement or an exaggeration that he barely notices that we have dogs because he comes out of his room so infrequently that when he does, they all rush to the gate and bark at him because they think he's a stranger.
Who are you? So that's good. Well, we did some stuff together, so we'll talk about that. I hate to just think we're complaining about him, but he's a good kid.
We're just giving him a hard time.
Right. And he's pretty funny. For me, we have a good time.
Yeah, he is.
We really do.
He and I joke a lot.
Have a good time writing jokes together. So it's kind of fun. We'll talk about that and more when we come back.
Thank you for listening.
You can listen to the rest of this episode
by subscribing to our Coupled with Chaos channel on Apple,
by subscribing to our Patreon,
or by subscribing to our Supercast
for $3.99 a month,
where you can hear us talk about reality shows,
real life, and more on our podcasts,
covering shows airing on TLC, A&E, Bravo, and the WE Network.
Just follow the instructions in the show notes.
Tell your friends about this podcast.
And rate and review us on your favorite podcast player.
Follow us at Coupled with Chaos on all the socials.
Or contact us directly by email at coupledwithchaos@gmail.com.